What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we got our best beginner's guide for the brand new official global launch of Cyber Rebellion. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. We got a ton of coupon codes to go over as well. I've really been enjoying this game, even if you aren't a fan of the cyberpunk style that it has, it's still a ton of fun to play. All right, so here we go. First things first, you need to reach account level 20 before you can even go ahead and enter your gift codes. That's the only unfortunate part. Getting to account level 20 is pretty simple. You're just going to be going through mostly the main storyline. Once you go ahead and get through the first like 3 chapters, that's like the prologue, you should reach level 20 by then. The way to go ahead and get experience points for your account level is to just spend stamina. Every time you go ahead and spend stamina, you get experience points to go ahead and level your account. Right now, you'll see at the top, I am a level 24. So from here, right there, it says gift code next to settings. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna tap in gift code, and now I got a bunch to go ahead and enter. All capital letters, we're gonna type in Cyber Future. Now I already went ahead and entered these. Next one is CR777. Then we have CRSSS, so 3 S's and then a 7 at the end. Then we got CR3Cs and then a 7 at the end. CRLLL7, and finally CRRRR7. Now these are valid for quite a while until February 10th, 2024. So depending on when you're watching this. All right, from there, let's go ahead and let's talk about recruitment, because we head on over there. Everyone gets a free SSR right here, selection recruitment. Now it's going to say at the bottom that you need to reconstruct a certain amount of times before you even unlock this banner. Now I believe at the beginning when you first start out as a new player, it says like you got to do it 98 times before you unlock this to have a free selection of a double S hero. All this means is you have to summon from the permanent recruit that many times. So right now I have to reconstruct 20 more times, which means I just have to do 20 summons on the permanent banner until I can go ahead and then do a 10 pull over here, and then I'll get to choose whatever SS hero I want. From there, let's go to where it says view details in the bottom, and this is going to show us the probability and all the different heroes that we can get, but what we're really looking for is these 6. They have the golden background. These are your double S heroes, and you can get one of these for 100% free on this banner. So which one are we going to choose guaranteed? All right, so my number 1 pick is going to be Rosa the Matrix Runner. This is the one that I'm going to choose once I do have my 20 more pulls done, and then I can choose one of these. Absolutely super duper strong hero, has all these special abilities that steal energy from the target. Energy is so important. The more energy you have, the more special abilities you're able to use for your heroes, like their uniques and their ultimates. Each hero has one of these, which is a ultimate ability that they can use, and it costs a certain amount of energy. That's going to be up top right here. This is 3 energy cost. Then this is a unique. This is like their other special skill. This is going to cost 2 energy in order for us to activate it. And then this is just our basic attack. The basic attacks, they all activate on their own. We don't select those. The only thing we have control over is selecting a unique and our hero's ultimates. So just, you want to always have as much energy as possible, but not only that, the fact that we're stealing energy from the enemy means that it's going to take longer for them to use their uniques and their ultimates. Next one we have, and this is another option that you can go with, is going to be Seer. She is not the best support though, but she's one of the top tier. I would say she's like maybe the 2nd or 3rd best support in the game. And then the other one that I would choose is like a 3rd option will be Eric the Death Eye. This guy is an absolute monster for single target DPS. Really amazing ultimate ability. I mean, a lot of the times he almost one-shots bosses. Really, really strong for taking down any type of boss. So if you do not have a really good single target DPS, this is another amazing option for you to choose. From there, let's go over team building really quick. We'll go over to our formation. Now at the beginning, you're only gonna have access to like 3 units in your formation, or 4. And then as you go and progress through the campaign, you'll start to unlock additional slots to a maximum of having 6 heroes on the field at once. The game's gonna give you suggestions in the bottom right corner. For my build right now, it says I have too many assault combatants. So I need to remove one of those and kind of balance it out more. But the basic main idea for your lineup is you want to have at least one of every type. You want to have one destroyer who basically does AoE damage. You're going to want to have at least one assault. This is the person who does really good single target damage. You're going to want to have one tank, and then finally one support. So as you see, having at least one from every single class means you're gonna have initially 4. So you're gonna have 2 flex options all the time. Depends on the content you're doing, really. Usually what I like to do is I like to go with one of everyone, and then I like to go with a second destroyer and a second assault, because I just like to put out a lot of damage. That's a solid build for just trying to blow through the campaign as fast as possible. Once you start to do a lot of the other like dungeons or whatever the hell you want to call them, all those special other game modes where you're going up against specific bosses and they have different effects and stuff like that, you're going to want to start to use 2 supports and then 1 destroyer or 1 assault. So the next thing I want to go over is our premium currency, and that is this comp core. This is your diamonds, your gems, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is your very rare currency. Now you can get this for absolutely free from playing the game. There's a ton of events going on because the game just launched. We got launch events, we got benefits. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. The 7-day carnival, the 8-day login, lots and lots of things going on to get these. My number one thing is gonna be, don't use it on recruits. Don't come in here and do it. I know it's gonna be very tempting, especially trying to rush to get that free SS hero. Don't do it. I'm telling you, you can get very far in the game. You don't need to rush your summons. The game gives you a lot of these for free. These tesseracts right here, this is the currency that you need to do summons. Game gives you a lot of them. Don't waste your gems, your diamonds, whatever. Don't waste this buying these. If you take a look, to do a 10 pull, it costs 2,000 of these. It's very, very expensive. 2,000 just to do a 10 pull. It's not worth it. What you want to do is use it on your energy. Energy is so important in this game. You're going to blow through it extremely fast, especially when you're blitzing those campaign missions in order to go ahead and train up your heroes. Every time you go ahead and train them up to certain levels, you have to level limit break them, and you're going to need specific materials like this. And the only way to get those specific materials is by blitzing those main stories, which is why it's important to get through as far as you can in the main story quest until you get to the point where it says your account level needs to be 20, 25 or something. So just go ahead, buy the energy every day. The first one's free, and then it's gonna cost you your comp cores. Other suggestion for your comp cores, that is going to be the supply rate. As a new player, you're not gonna have this unlocked just yet. You gotta keep playing the game further, but once you unlock supply rate, this is another super duper viable option to use your comp cores in. So what this does is you send your heroes on missions, and then every time they go ahead and complete them after a certain amount of time, you're gonna get tons of these rewards. I mean, look at all this stuff we're getting. We're getting tons and tons of rewards. But what you can do is you can go ahead and you can redo it again, but it's going to cost you some of these comp cores, and you can do it a certain amount of times per day. So we can do this one 2 times, you'll see, and depending on how rare the rewards are, it's going to cost you a different amount. So this one is a basic. This is only going to cost us 10 to redo it. But these more valuable ones, they're gonna cost us 50, and these ones you wanna go ahead and you wanna redo these. Aside from getting additional rewards, in the bottom left corner, let me move myself out of the way, we have our enemy troops. Every time we go ahead and we complete one of these, we're constantly lowering the enemy's troops in that specific chapter. If you're going to be a little bit confused about it, once you play through the game will explain about the enemy troops and how you need to lower them. But that's it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.